hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield at the 48-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch.
Third down, knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Someone sharp in this game. He made a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in, it's complete. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen. They'll look some things here in the early going.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes has his man. That's James. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. James now to return it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs nothing.
Stop him at the 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. A big play there for KC. 51 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Duran Smoot getting in there, recording the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll only get this to about the 45. Very short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Hey,
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On play action, Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They go play action now. Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Flushed out right. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 39 yards. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Mahomes now on 1st down. This ball deep for Tony. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On second down, here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
It's second down.
Watch the middle.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. That'll be caught. It'll be a gain of 5. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the 2.
Exactly tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, right back to Etienne. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Straight ahead, Etienne. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
11,
Etienne up the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd and 9 here.
Take right open.
Another toe for Etienne. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Brendan McManus on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hitting them deep. In front of you. Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use his...
He's got a man, complete. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
31. Chiefs 10.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
Like them here on this ride. 11 Agate.
Now Lawrence on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third down and 13. In motion right is Jones.
Big play. Let's make something happen. Come on. 11. Ball movement. Hey, I'm gun. Let's go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. James now to return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Hold it down. Lay him out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Richie James from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jaguars 31, Chiefs 17.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now. Okay, get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire. But at the same time, okay, guys, let's match the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Great job.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Here we go.
Etienne once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Now Lawrence changing the play. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 48 yards. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that will really put this game in the week, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jaguars, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. These people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
Yeah. Back on my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep following this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hit my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat.